Have you ever woken up craving something familiar, maybe a slice of toast, and your morning coffee, but found that it just doesn't sit right anymore? You pour the coffee, take that first sip, and suddenly your stomach feels heavy, like it's suddenly forgotten how to handle yesterday's routine. It's a small moment, but for anyone over 60, it's a sign that our digestion, immunity, and energy needs have begun to shift. Suddenly, what once felt effortless can leave us feeling sluggish or uncomfortable. And that's the last thing we want as we start our day. That's exactly why breakfast matters more than ever, once we hit our golden years. Think of that first meal as the launch pad for everything that follows. A well-balanced breakfast can keep our blood sugar steady, fuel our muscles, strengthen our bones, and even give our immune system the boost it needs to fend off seasonal sniffles. And the best news, you don't need a complicated recipe or a pantry full of pricey superfoods. With a few simple ingredients and a touch of creativity, we can turn everyday staples into senior-approved power breakfasts that taste delicious and support our health. Today, I'm so excited to share the first two power-packed breakfast ideas. Each one gentle on digestion, rich in nutrients, and just the kind of cozy, comforting meal we all love. We'll explore how to build a warming, turmeric-spiced oatmeal bowl that feels like a hug for your insides, and then whip up a bright, berry-studded Greek yogurt parfait that delivers protein and probiotics in every spoonful. By the end of this first part, you'll have two go-to recipes that you can customize in minutes, and you'll see how easy it is to sneak in ingredients that support digestion, immunity, and bone health, all before you even pour your second cup of coffee. Let's begin with a bowl that feels like a cozy blanket on a cool morning: turmeric-spiced oatmeal with sliced pear and crushed almonds. Start by simmering your oats in milk or a gentle, non-dairy alternative like almond milk, stirring in a teaspoon of ground turmeric and a pinch of ground ginger as the mixture thickens. As the spices awaken, they bring anti-inflammatory benefits. Turmeric's curcumin compound is famous for calming inflammation, which can help our joints feel more limber, and ginger adds a soothing warmth that's kind to sensitive stomachs. Once your oats are creamy, stir in a drizzle of honey for a touch of natural sweetness. Then crown the bowl with thin pear slices for fiber that keeps your digestion on track. Finish with a small handful of crushed almonds for a satisfying crunch. Healthy fats to keep you full, and a bit of magnesium that supports bone strength. As you enjoy each spoonful, notice how the gentle heat and subtle sweetness work together to wake up your senses and your metabolism. After that warm, cozy bowl, you might be ready for something a little brighter. So let's shift gears to a berry-studded Greek yogurt parfait that feels like sunshine in a glass. In a tall jar or bowl layer, creamy Greek yogurt with mixed berries, think blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries for a trifecta of antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals and keep your immune system in fighting form. Between the yogurt and fruit, sprinkle in a tablespoon of chia seeds or ground flax seed. These tiny seeds pack a mighty punch of fiber to promote regularity and omega-3 fatty acids that support heart and brain health. If you're watching your sugar intake, opt for plain yogurt and sweeten the layers with a small drizzle of maple syrup or a few drops of stevia. If you don't mind a hint of sweetness, vanilla-flavored yogurt works beautifully. To finish, add a sprinkling of old-fashioned granola or toasted oats for a bit of chewiness, just enough to give you that satisfying bite without overwhelming your teeth. As you dig in, you're not just enjoying a creamy, fruity treat. You're giving your gut the friendly bacteria it craves, bolstering your defenses against colds and keeping your bones strong, one layer at a time. By now, you've tasted the comfort of warm oatmeal and the bright lift of a yogurt parfait, and you're well on your way to starting your day with stable energy, a happy gut, and a fortified immune system. Both of these breakfasts take less than 10 minutes to prepare, and they rely on ingredients you can find at any grocery store. Nothing exotic or expensive. The real secret is in the little additions: turmeric and ginger in your oats, and chia seeds and berries in your yogurt. These aren't just flavor boosters. They're exactly the kinds of nutrients that older adults need more of to keep digestion, smooth bones strong, and immunity high. As you begin to weave these recipes into your morning routine, you may notice your energy feels more even, your stomach feels calmer, and you're better able to enjoy the simple pleasures of breakfast. Whether that's reading the paper in peace, chatting with a loved one, or just savoring the quiet of the early hours. And that's exactly what we're aiming for. Breakfasts that nourish both body and spirit, setting you up for success the moment you step out of the kitchen. Later on, we'll build on these ideas with 2 more easy breakfasts, one that doubles as a hydrating smoothie and another that sneaks in bone-strengthening calcium and protein in a creative way. But for now, give these first 2 recipes a try and notice how these small tweaks make a big impact. Because when we feed our bodies the right balance of fiber, protein, healthy fats, and immune-boosting spices, we're not just eating breakfast, we're investing in our health and independence, one delicious bite at a time. Speaking of nourishing your body, first thing in the morning, let's glide into our next pair of power breakfasts that layer in both hydration and bone-building nutrients. 2 cornerstones of vibrant health after 60. You've already experienced the cozy warmth of spiced oats and the bright lift of a berry parfait. Now imagine sipping on a cooling green smoothie that feels like fresh air for your cells, and then digging into a savory egg and greens bake that sneaks in calcium and vitamin D to keep your bones happy. Picture this. You're pulling a chilled glass from the fridge on a sunlit morning and stirring together a blend of cucumber spinach, a chunk of ripe avocado, and a splash of coconut water. As those blades hum, they're not just pulverizing ingredients, they're weaving together a hydrating elixir rich in electrolytes and micronutrients. Coconut water offers potassium to help your muscles and heart, while cucumber and spinach are over 90% water-delivering fluid, along with vitamin K and magnesium for bone health. The avocado brings in healthy fats that help you absorb those fat-soluble vitamins, and if you toss in a wedge of lime, you get a little zing of vitamin C that further bolsters your immunity. As you sip this emerald green concoction, notice how light and replenished you feel, like you've just given your body a glass of pure morning dew. Before you set that glass down, stir in a scoop of unflavored collagen powder, or a plant-based protein powder if collagen isn't your thing. Collagen supports joint comfort and skin elasticity, both of which become more precious with each passing year, while the extra protein helps you stay full until lunchtime. The entire process takes less than 5 minutes. Rinse your produce, measure your coconut water, and let your blender do the work. When you pick up your glass, you're not just hydrating, you're delivering a cocktail of nutrients that many seniors miss out on without any heaviness or fuss. Now let's shift from a cool sip to something you might not expect at breakfast: a savory frittata loaded with kale mushrooms and a handful of crumbled feta. Crack your eggs into a bowl and whisk in a splash of milk or fortified plant milk to make the eggs extra fluffy as you stir-fold in chopped kale. That dark leafy powerhouse is full of calcium and vitamin A, along with sautéed mushrooms for B vitamins and a few olives for a salty, satisfying twist. Pour the mixture into a warm skillet, sprinkle the feta over the top, and let it gently puff up under the heat. 15 minutes later, you slide a slice onto your plate, and suddenly breakfast feels like a cozy Sunday brunch. Only this time, every bite is designed to help maintain your bone density and keep your immune system steady. As you savor that first forkful, you're getting a hearty dose of protein to maintain muscle mass. And thanks to the milk in the eggs, plus the feta, you're tapping into calcium and vitamin D. Those nutrients work hand in hand to keep your bones strong. Dairy or fortified alternatives not only deliver calcium, but also usually have added vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium more effectively. When older adults get enough of these nutrients every morning, it's like laying a tiny brick of bone health with each meal. Brick by brick, you build a more resilient skeleton. Between the hydrating smoothie and the savory frittata, you've covered 2 more of our 5 senior-approved breakfasts. One lifts your fluid levels and floods your cells with vitamins and electrolytes. The other shores up your bones and muscles with protein, calcium, and vitamin D. Both can be prepped quickly and customized endlessly. Swap in kale for charred use, almond water instead of coconut if you prefer, or swap mushrooms for sautéed peppers. The real magic lies in the way these simple ingredients team up to address the very needs our bodies have after 60. And here's a little tip that ties them all together. Set aside a small pitcher of infused water each evening. Think sliced lemon mint leaves or a few cucumber ribbons and keep it in the fridge. Before you blend that green smoothie or pour your coconut water top off your glass with that pitcher's contents, you'll find yourself sipping more fluids without thinking about it, and you'll carry the habit you started at breakfast into your afternoon. Hydration is not just about quenching thirst. It's about keeping your digestion smooth, your joints supple, and your body temperature balanced, especially on warmer days. By weaving these breakfasts into your week, you create a gentle rhythm of self-care mornings that begin with immune-boosting hydrating sips and bone-supporting protein-rich bites. You'll notice your energy steadier, your mood brighter, and even those stubborn joint aches starting to ease. Best of all, these recipes are built on the same principle. Use real simple foods you already love and enhance them with just a few targeted ingredients for maximum benefit. Soon we'll wrap up our series with the final senior-approved Power Breakfast, a recipe that marries fiber immune support and a touch of indulgence, because health shouldn't mean giving up all your favorite flavors. We'll also share a couple quick meal planning hacks so you can enjoy these breakfasts all week long without standing at the stove every single morning. But for now, give yourself a moment to bask in the goodness of today's smoothies and frittatas, and celebrate the fact that you're investing in your health with every nourishing bite. Imagine waking up to the gentle aroma of cinnamon and vanilla mingling in the kitchen, knowing that today's breakfast will be both comforting and a secret weapon for your health. Let me introduce you to our final Power Breakfast, a creamy overnight chia and berry pudding that feels like a little treat but works wonders behind the scenes. The night before, simply stir together chia seeds, your choice of milk dairy, or fortified plant-based, and a touch of pure vanilla extract. As the seeds soften overnight, they transform liquid into a silky pudding loaded with soluble fiber, which not only helps keep your digestion moving smoothly, but also feeds the friendly bacteria in your gut, an essential ally for a resilient immune system. In the morning, spoon that pudding into a bowl and swirl in a handful of thawed mixed berries. Blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries are all fantastic. Berries burst with antioxidants called anthocyanins, which help calm inflammation and strengthen your body's defenses. If you like a little extra sweetness, drizzle on a teaspoon of raw honey or maple syrup. If you prefer savory, add a pinch of salt and a few drops of lemon juice, then top with toasted coconut flakes for a tropical twist. As you taste that first spoonful, you'll notice how the cool pudding-like texture soothes your stomach, while the berries pop with flavor, creating a breakfast that feels indulgent, but is secretly packing in fiber-healthy fats and immune-boosting phytonutrients. But let's not stop there. This pudding is as versatile as it is delicious. You can stir in powdered collagen or a scoop of unflavored protein powder to support your muscles and joints, or sprinkle in a tablespoon of ground flaxseed for an extra boost of omega-3s. If you're watching sodium, skip the savory twist and simply layer the pudding with sliced banana and crushed pecans for a heart-healthy crunch that delivers magnesium, zinc, and more fiber. The real beauty is that this breakfast is entirely make-ahead. Spend 5 minutes the night before, then wake up to a ready-made powerhouse meal that requires nothing but a spoon. Now that we've journeyed through 5 simple yet potent breakfasts, spiced oatmeal with pear and almonds, a berry-laced Greek yogurt parfait, a hydrating green smoothie with coconut water, a savory egg and greens frittata, and our overnight chia pudding, you've got a toolbox of morning meals to rotate through your week. No more cereal boxes gathering dust or uninspired toast. Instead, you have nutrient-rich recipes that address digestion, immunity, bone health, and energy all at once. To make meal planning a breeze, here's a little hack. Pick 2 breakfasts for weekdays and 2 for weekends and assign them on a simple calendar. On Sunday afternoon, gather your chia seeds, oats eggs, leafy greens, berries, nuts, and any protein powders into labeled Ziploc bags or small containers. Portion out your dry ingredients like oats with cinnamon in one bag, chia seeds with vanilla in another, and store them in the fridge or pantry. That way, every evening you only need to combine and refrigerate for the pudding, or pull your prepped ingredients and blend or bake in the morning. You'll find that this habit not only saves time, but also reduces the temptation to skip breakfast or reach for less nourishing convenience foods. By weaving these breakfasts into your routine, you're not just enjoying more flavorful mornings, you're stacking the deck in your favor against the natural challenges of aging. Those steady spoonfuls of fiber help keep your bowels regular, the healthy fats and protein, maintain muscle mass and joint comfort, and the colorful fruits and spices supply antioxidants to bolster your immune system. Calcium-rich eggs and leafy greens work alongside vitamin D and magnesium to nurture your bones, while hydration hacks like coconut water and infused smoothies ensure your body stays balanced and your skin stays supple. Now, let me leave you with a thought. Sometimes the smallest plate change can spark the biggest health gain. Swapping a sugary pastry for a chia pudding or fortifying your oats with turmeric may feel like a tiny shift, but over days and weeks, these choices build resilience. Think of each breakfast as an act of self-compassion, an affirmation that your body deserves fuel that nourishes, protects, and delights you. If you've tried any of these recipes, I'd love to know which one became your new favorite. Share your tweaks. Maybe you added cardamom to your oats or swapped spinach for kale in your frittata in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button. If this video gave you practical ideas, you can start tomorrow morning and subscribe for more simple, senior-friendly nutrition tips delivered straight to your inbox. Remember, it's never too late to feed your body well and reclaim the joy of a power-packed breakfast. Here's to nourishing our bodies and our joy at any age.